You know, that was an amazing sight to see how that man could control that vehicle and, slide sideways through objectives without touching them and come out of a major slide and just take it through. And then I think the man who was on that trolley thing with the car going round and round and round and like that was extremely brave. His heart must have been in his mouth. But when you look at a thing like that and you see all that smoke, well, he's taken off years off the tyres or thousands of miles off the tyres while he's doing that. The wear and tear on the transmission, and of course fuel is highly expensive. And to do that is very, very expensive. It's using sort of a few miles per gallon. It's very, very expensive to do that sort of thing. But you don't have to pay that sort of money. With one of the hidden down technologies that's hidden at the present moment is fuel cells, and fuel cells use water, and there's no chance of anything happening. There's only about that much Brown's gas, as much as there is in, say, an egg cup. It's very small. So what I'd like to suggest you do is look at fuel cells. And on either side of me, you can see them. This is for cars, and these are for trucks and the bigger vehicles, and they're modular, so they can be added to. Now, we put one of these things, or two of these things, actually on a E-Type Mercedes the other day, and that thing's emissions went down from 1.75 down to 0.8, and then a couple of days later, it went down to about 0.75. And that's better than 60% saving on emissions. And the reason why the emissions are down is because we're burning the fuel. So where before, at 1.75, all that fuel is being blown out through the exhaust system, with the fuel cells on, all that extra fuel was being burnt, and therefore it's huge savings being made. Another fantastic thing is your maintenance on the engine goes down, because with all those particulates being burnt, instead of sticking to parts and things in the engine, the maintenance also goes down. But and also as I say, the price of the fuel goes down. And all I can say is that you should really consider putting fuel cells in, because it'll save up to 40% on diesel and more on petrol. Anyway, I'm going to close down now, and what I'd like to suggest is you go and visit our site up here at info@tfuelcell. You can see it there. Well, that's not the site actually, that's the email address. Or you can go to the site, which is www.tfuelcell.com, and you can see everything on the site there. So it's, the right to us at info@tfuelcell.com or www.tfuelcell.com. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope to hear from you, because there's no reason why people should suffer these huge cost increases. And of course, please bear in mind that in Britain, a country like Britain, 80% of the price you pay for fuel is tax, and this is absolutely horrendous. Thank you very much once again. This is Barry Thornton signing off.